One of the things I've learned is that if you want to get someone involved, like the best way to do it is to reach out and say, hey, would you please come to a meeting? And when people do come to your meetings, then, invite them to take a leadership role. So I think that act, although it seems very simple, it's often an easy one to miss. So I encourage people to do that. Also in the context of neighborhood associations, I've always been very excited about cross-fertilizing the energy and ideas we see in neighborhood associations with the other groups that we have in community. Sometimes we pit neighborhood associations against new immigrant groups or whatnot. I think that's always been a terrible mistake. But I think it would be a great idea to invite the Hispanic-oriented church down the corner to one of your neighborhood association meetings, or to kind of send a delegation from the neighborhood association to the church, to the fellowship society, to whatever it is. Even just I think personal connections are incredibly important, but even reaching out to try to develop some of those formal institutional relationships, I think, can make a huge difference too.
Mingus, some people have said, and it comes up in later questions, but given what you said, I want to follow up with that. Sure. They show a fear that if they, for example, single out a Black neighbor, will you join our association, that they're putting a burden on this person that they wouldn't necessarily put on a white neighbor, and that makes them feel maybe uncomfortable. How would you respond to that?
Ask anyway. I think being invited to participate in the life of your city is an honor and an obligation. I discourage you from being shy to ask. I mean, that's how all of us who have sat on a committee before, that's how it happened. Someone asked us to go to a meeting, or we saw something we really cared about and started going, and just never left. So don't worry about that. But also let it be okay to say, for that person to say, I can't do it. I just got 2 kids and we're teaching at home, and it's just more than we can do now. But
it's more than any of us can do right now.
And so it's true, which is also a reason to reach out, because it literally has gotten much harder doing everything through Zoom with the smoke and the no school and whatnot. One of the only ways we can survive this as a community is to reach out and ask for help from each other. And the more different kinds of people you ask for help from, the more robust and resilient we will be as a community.